It is a subject that can be uncomfortable to talk about and often isn't discussed in mainstream media. A new study is suggesting that healthcare workers need to be more vigilant when watching for warning signs of suicide among pregnant women and new moms. The Canadian Medical Association Journal has just published the findings. Doctors looked at coroner records of deaths by suicide in Ontario between 1994 and 2008. A total of 1,648 suicides took place. 51 occurred during pregnancy or the first year after the birth of a child. That may not seem like a lot, but that's equal to about 1 in every 19 women. And that makes suicide the fourth leading cause of death during the perinatal period. So what sort of resources are in place to help new moms? Shannon Martin joins us now from Thornhill, where, Shannon, you've been talking to a support group for new parents.
That's right, and they meet at this park regularly. It was actually started by a Toronto mom. She was new to the area, just gave birth to her first baby, so she's new to the area, new mom, and she felt incredibly isolated. So she started this group hoping to help other mothers like her, and it's taken off.
We focus on connecting parents with each other because moms need moms. Like, that is a given. We've always needed each other, and I think I heard a really good saying, which is the most powerful 2 words in the English language is me too. You know, like, I went through that too. It's gonna be okay. This is how we can get through it together, and just allowing moms to know that they're not alone. You know, like, they're not the only one. You're not a failure. This is not your fault. A lot of people have feelings of loneliness or sadness or depression after having a baby, and I think when you think you're the only one, it makes things a lot harder, and you don't want to ask for help because you think it's just you, and so the stigma of all of that prevents you from getting help. So we want to try to let moms know that, number 1, it's not your fault, and number 2, there is help.
What would you say is the biggest challenge when you're a new mom coming home with your new baby?
There's no manual, there's no parenting guide. Every baby is different. And you know, many years ago, my mom was a stay-at-home mom with 4 children. They didn't have programs like this 30 years ago. So it's amazing to be able to take advantage of what's offered to us now. And many of the programs that Life with a Baby offers are free. So why not get out into the community on days like this, be out in the fresh air, and be able to, you know, connect with other moms and find the answers that you're looking for.
When you think back and you were going through the healthcare system, was mental health talked about when you were going through your pregnancy?
No, it wasn't really talked about, actually. So even when I first joined Life with a Baby, I didn't really understand that their main mission was to help prevent postpartum depression through social groups. Because we are just a group of moms, a lot of people are very open about discussing their issues with postpartum depression. So sometimes I'm surprised that I'll be on a stroller walk and someone will come up to me and just talk about the battles that they have been facing, and you know, it'll be their first event, but their baby will already be 9 months old, and they'll say it's because they have been dealing with postpartum depression. So then that's sort of where I realized what we're doing as volunteers is really helping, because this mom, you know, finally got the strength to come out to an event, and by coming to one, hopefully she realized that it's just a group of moms wanting to connect, and so they just start coming out to more events.
If there are moms to be out there watching or new moms watching, what would you want them to know?
I think just to know that it is okay for you not to be happy 100% of the time after you have a baby. We're not like that at any other point in our lives, right? We have lots of feelings, there's a lot of other things going on, and even though we have a baby, life happens, right? So just take it one day at a time. If you feel like you're having some symptoms and you're not feeling like yourself, talk to your doctor, talk to your friend, and if you have a partner or someone else in the family that you can connect with, let them know how you're feeling so that they can support you.
And so Claire started that one group. It then spread across Ontario, and Dwight, by next month, it will actually have chapters right across the country. It shows you how much of a need there is. They also offer programming in 7 different languages. It's all free. It's a charity-run organization. I was on Google today talking to groups in Peel and other regions. There are a lot of them out there ready to offer support to new moms who really need it.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Shannon.